Hi, everybody. This is Brian Jandro, principal of Gorham High School, and I'm thrilled to be able to spend a few minutes with you talking about the great program we have here at GHS, as well as highlighting a couple of the budget requests we have for the FY19 budget. Given the size of Gorham High School, we have a relatively complex budget, so I'm not going to go through every single line, but I do want to take a couple of minutes and highlight two new initiatives for you. If you have any questions about any of the other lines, at the end of this presentation, I'm going to share a document with you that goes into great detail, great depth and breadth in terms of the overall GHS budget. But I just wanted you to know going in that we're going to take some time to highlight two of the big initiatives that we have at Gorham High School this year. With that said, we have over 850 students at Gorham High School and over 100 staff. We work really hard to provide a supportive, rigorous academic program, as well as provide a dynamic co-curricular and extracurricular program for all of our students. These efforts have resulted in us being named one of the best high schools in America and one of the top 10 in the state of Maine. With that said, all of this comes together around our GHS core values. And these are core values that our students have known since the time they entered kindergarten in Gorham right up through high school. And I believe it's the glue that holds Gorham High School together. And you don't need me to go through each one. They're there on the left-hand side of your screen. But they are the core values that we're very proud of here at Gorham High School. Here are a number of pictures of our students and our staff hard at work. You can see in the upper right-hand corner, there is Mr. Katerina, one of our chemistry teachers working with a student. And below that picture is one of our math teachers, Miss Nelson, who's working with a small group of students on math skills and concepts. And then you can just see the other pictures. We have some students who have done a visit and potentially some interning at LL Bean. And I love to see the smiles on our kids' faces as they're engaged in academically relevant and rigorous coursework. So let me talk just a moment about the supportive, rigorous academic program we have at Gorham High School. We work really hard to make sure that we are supporting students in all aspects of their life at Gorham High School. Everything from special education services to our RAM Central. RAM is not only our mascot, but it stands for Reading and Math Support. We have a place in the building for students to go when they need extra help. And we have an intervention and enrichment period called Auxilium that is designed specifically to be able to help students when they struggle. We also work really hard to provide lively classroom-based learning experiences. We want the curriculum, instruction, and assessment we provide at Gorham High School to be relevant and rigorous. We've been working really hard to build a collaborative relationship with USM and other area colleges so that our students can earn college credit here at Gorham High School, but also take classes at USM while being a high school student. And then finally, we've also been working really hard at building a relationship with our career and technical centers for those students who want to become an electrician after high school or want to be a plumber after high school. We want to meet the needs of every single student that comes to Gorham High School. And beyond the classroom, we also want to make sure that the culture here and the experiences that our students have beyond the classroom are meaningful. So we have over 50 student clubs and organizations. We have 29 varsity sports. And we're really proud of the fact that 60%, if not more, of our students participate in an athletic program. And the vast majority of our students are part of a student club or organization. You can see a couple of pictures here from our hockey team and our track and swimming and basketball teams, as well as the musical. I hope you had an opportunity to come see the musical last weekend. Our students put on an incredibly professional show, and we're really proud of their work. So let's get into the details. Last year, you approved a close to $9 million budget. This year, we are requesting a 5.94% increase. And most of that is in staffing increase, whether it's raises or benefits or whatnot. If you were to take a hard look at our budget, you'll actually see that in most lines, we are flat or have reduced the lines. There's a couple of exceptions to that, and I'm going to get into those exceptions right now. We have two new initiatives, and these are really about maintaining quality. As you can see on this slide, we are going to graduate approximately just over 200 seniors. At this point right now, we're looking at 209 seniors who will be graduating. And if the numbers hold steady, we'll be welcoming 251 freshmen. And that's just about a 40 student difference. Just doing the simple math on that, that equates to 2 additional sections. And I'm going to go into some more detail in just a minute on that. Before I do so, I want to highlight the other new initiative that we're looking at. We have a number of STEM technology computers. And it's funny, I'm actually not thinking of these as a new initiative. Rather, this is a replacement initiative. We have these computers now, and we need them to be able to run some incredibly high-tech software. And in a couple of minutes, I'm going to go into some detail on those computers. So let's talk first about this bubble class, or the fact that our numbers are increasing. Next year, we are going to have over 40 more students at Gorham High School than we have in the past several years. And so what does this mean for us here at GHS? Well, because we have more 9th graders next year, we're going to have more students needing Art 1A. Art 1A is the course that 99% of our freshmen take. It is a half credit toward that one fine arts credit. And so because we have more 9th graders needing that class, we're going to need to have more sections of that class, which means we're going to need to reduce, or we'll have fewer sections of upper level art courses like studio art. This would be an impact on our juniors and seniors. Also, in PE1 for 9th graders, and then the following year, health for sophomores. Again, 99% of our freshmen take PE1, 99% of our sophomores take health. And as our numbers grow, we're going to need more sections of PE1 and health. If we have more sections of those courses, we're going to have fewer sections of other health electives, like our Introduction to Sports Medicine course, which is incredibly popular for those students who are looking to go into medicine or a sports-oriented field after they graduate. And then finally, most of our 9th graders take Introduction to Technology. This is a half credit course that is part of that one technology credit they need to graduate. 99% of our freshmen take this course. That means we're going to need more sections of it, which means fewer sections of other STEM electives like pre-engineering. And I believe that those electives are the courses that separate Gorham High School from other high schools. If we want to prepare our kids to enter college with the skills to be able to perform incredibly well, then we need to make sure that we're also having those upper level electives. So what are the consequences of fewer electives? Well, it means bigger classes across the curriculum. It may mean the need to reduce upper level courses like our AP courses to open seats for prerequisite courses for 9th and sophomore year. I'll give you an example of why that's the case. If I need to have more students taking 9th grade classes, I need to take a section from a senior level course and move that section to a lower grade course. And it means that I may not be able to offer the same course for seniors. It could mean less support for students due to increased class sizes, and it will mean more difficulty for students taking the courses that they need to graduate. And that one technology credit is a great example of where that could be a problem for us. There is an expensive way to solve this problem, and it may be a solution that we're going to have to look at down the road. That would be to hire a half-time art teacher, a half-time PE and or health teacher, and a half-time technology teacher. I believe that we're going to be able to handle this bubble class with a lesser expensive option, and that is to increase our current 4/5 teachers to 5/5 positions. So you can see the first bullet here is English. Right now we have 3 4/5 English teachers. If we could take just one of those positions and increase that to a full-time position, what it would allow me to do is to have that section be targeted at a course like public speaking or theater, which would allow us to count that toward a fine arts credit, which would alleviate some of the pressure on our art department to meet the growing enrollments. Same is true with our social studies positions. Right now, we have 1 4/5 social studies position. If we could increase that to 5/5, it would allow us to do some creative problem solving to meet the needs of this growing enrollment or this growing bubble class. And then finally, the Mandarin position, which the school committee and the voters approved last year at a halftime position. That program is growing. And so we really could use turning that position into a 3/5 position. So let's get to those GHS desktop STEM computers. As you can see from this slide, these computers are used by over 315 of our students on a yearly basis. That's just about a third or over a third of our population. And these computers are designed to handle some incredibly high-tech software, the same software that students use in college. So by students using this software and these computers, we're really preparing them for life after Gorham High School and really doing a good job preparing them for the types of things that they're going to see in college. When we had some architect firms coming through Gorham High School to look at the building project, they commented on the software that we use with our students and were actually really supportive, knowing that we were doing a good job preparing our students for the work that they might do after Gorham High School. If we don't have these desktop computers, then what it's going to mean is we're not going to have the same level of service or the same programs that we do now. And that's a concern for us to be able to maintain the quality that we have, to be able to maintain that top 10 status in Maine. So I'm going to circle back to where we started. We are one of the best high schools in the country. It's something that we're really proud of. That is due for a number of reasons. It's due because of the support that we get from our community and from our school committee. It's because of the respectful students that we get to work with every day. It's because of our diligent and hardworking teachers and staff. It's because we're always striving to provide the most supportive and the most rigorous academic program so that we're preparing our students for life after high school. And it's providing a dynamic co-curricular and extracurricular program. We're very proud of the fact that we send 85% of our students to a 4 or 2 year college program. GHS continues to perform above the state and national averages on SATs. We have over 15 advanced placement courses with about 365 AP exams taken by GHS students every year. That number continues to grow. And then one of the most recent developments is our work to collaborate with USM and other career and technical programs to make sure that our students are having opportunities to earn college credit while in high school. Again, I'm Brian Jondro. I'm the principal of Gorham High School. It's been great to spend a couple of minutes with you talking about our budget proposal. You can see a link on the right-hand side of your screen, which if you click on that link, it goes into great breadth and depth in terms of our budget. And I would be happy to answer any questions that you have. And I look forward to speaking with you. Thank you so much.